everybody. Welcome back to the Bison Workshop. I'm Bob. And we finally got our air compressor. It was supposed to be in here last week, or the beginning of this week. And the guy's truck was in the shop, and he finally got tired of waiting on them to fix his truck, so he talked his old lady into letting him put it in the back of her Outback. I'm like, man, you must have one understanding woman to allow your man to put that dirty old thing in her Outback. And it was a nice looking car. But I got it, and he showed me a video of it working. I have not tried it yet. But it's missing the filter, which I'm probably going to have to make a way to hold the filter. I've got some filter material here that will fit in that square hole, but I don't think it's going to hold in there by itself. So I don't know what kind of a filter that's actually supposed to be. I don't know if it's just a press fit in there to squeeze it in there. I don't know. But he drained the oil out of it to turn it on its side, so I just added some new oil in it that he brought with it. Since he had to drain it, he went ahead and bought me a bottle of it. So now I got to take the brackets off of it. It's got this bracket, and it's got these two little shields down here on the bottom that I got to take off and bend them straight. And then I got a bracket that's broke right here, so that will be taken off. And now we got to clean it up. He's got it mounted on a makeshift platform, which is probably going to be the platform it'll stay on until I can get some better material to make another stand for it. But I seriously was thinking about taking and turning this into a horizontal air compressor and put that bad boy on there, one of them. So I ended up with two of these, and they broke the second one just like they did the first one. Of course, it wasn't as broke up as the other one, but still, when one thing's broke, it might as well all be broke to me. But I only got one flywheel, and I don't know where I'm going to get another flywheel for the other one, because I believe they'll work just fine. Just cosmetically not appealing to me. So I'm going to have to figure out where I'm going to get a flywheel for the other one. So I'm going to try to make one of those work on my landlord's air compressor and just give the damn thing to him. Or use this one to put on his. But I don't know if that's going to be feasible. So I'll probably end up putting one of those on his just to keep in the good graces of the church and do something nice. Been a long time since I've done anything nice. Got to have a reason to do things nice. But he's a pretty good guy to me, and I help him out. And somebody just broke into his house, so I had to go order some cameras to put up on his house. So I'll be doing an install of cameras on his house. So, but anyway, we're going to clean this thing up, and I'll just play you guys some music, and I'll start cleaning this up. I'll probably start off with a gas rag and get this thing cleaned up, and then once I got the gas cleaned up, depending on how it looks, I may just take some WD-40 on a rag and just clean it up. It'll probably look pretty nice. It's got some surface rust on it in places, but that ain't no big deal. But we're going to probably use this as is. the way it is until I can get my ducks in a row with the pumps. Because I'm going to have to change the tubing if I use that other pump. And this tubing may work, but somebody's bent that a little too sharp, and now it's flattened there a little bit. So I may replace that tubing with something else. But until then, this will work. So it's a 60-gallon, 5 horsepower motor. Those pumps, the blue ones, are 5.5 horsepower, so I'm pretty sure 5 horsepower will run them just fine. So I don't know if this is equivalent to those or not. I doubt it very seriously. It's awful small, and it does have a 2-stage cylinder or pump. I'm assuming it's a two-stage because it's got one piston here, and I think this one's a smaller piston. So it's basically the same thing as that. It's just not a twin. So anyway, we'll get started cleaning this thing up. So now you guys will have something to listen to while you have your truck coffee. All right, guys, we have it disassembled and cleaned up a little bit. So that's probably going to end this video on the air compressor rebuild, the Magnum Force, or Magna Force. So I think we're just going to go ahead and do a complete restore on it, repaint it. We may just take that sticker clear off of there and put my bison sticker on it. I don't know. Be hard to find parts for it if I change the name, so I might try to keep that sticker. I don't know if you can get these stickers or not, but I'd love to replace these stickers. Got one here, and then we got these on the side here. We might be able to mask them off, and they're scratched up a little bit, but oh well. Missed a spot. So, about halfway through the cleaning, I thought, well, let's just go on and disassemble it and restore it. That's one of them spur of the moment decisions. So, we're gonna do a lot more cleaning on it. Probably sand it, mask all these off, and then sand it and repaint it. Now this sticker here, the son was trying to do him a favor and clean it up, and he went to wipe that, and it just wiped all the print off of it. So at least we have the actual metal plate that's welded to it over here on the side. So we'll get this cleaned up in the next video, and I'll probably go ahead and clean all that stuff up before we do the next video. That way we could just paint the tank. I don't know yet. I got to figure out if I've got enough paint. I may not have enough, so I may have to go get some. So, but I'm gonna clean this up and make it look brand new again, so that when I start working with it, I know what I've got. I know that it works fine. So I'm gonna check and see. Let me just set this up on there. I'm just wondering if maybe that would work. I would have to re-drill. We got one bolt hole that will line up, but let's see if the motor will probably be in a different location. I don't know. I mean, I only have to go from here to here. So if I take that and mount it closer to the end here, rethread that, it's basically a straight shot down to it. Of course, this is not going to be the one that we're going to be using, because I've replaced that elbow with the actual pipe fitting, so that it's possible that that fitting in that pump will fit this. I don't know. So basically it's just a straight shot from here to here. The only difference is the pressure relief valve. So I would have to figure out where I'm going to put the pressure relief valve. This one don't actually have a spot to put a pressure relief valve. So that means that the pressure relief valve will have to probably go in the bottom of this by putting a T in here. All it needs to see is the pressure. Actually, I think it's supposed to see the pressure of the head, but I don't know yet. We'll figure it out. Where there's a will, there's a way. But I would actually like to use this. I'd almost rather this be a side horizontal than a vertical. Verticals are so top heavy and hard to maneuver. With one that is horizontal, it's easier to you can put an axle on it and use it to roll around if you need to. And it's not so top heavy. Whoever thought of making a top or a horizontal, a vertical compressor should have his head examined. Because I'm going to tell you, I've almost gotten hurt by these top heavy air compressors. We almost got hurt on that one that we moved from right here, back here in the back, and broke the switch. So I had to buy the second switch for it. And I was mad. So I don't know if I'm going to use this or not. We may use this as another later on down the road. I mean, I've got them now. So basically, I think I went through all that trouble for nothing. But we're going to try to use one of them. So anyway, hope y'all enjoyed watching me tear this thing apart and hurt my back. As you see, I'm kind of leaning over a little bit. I feel like the whole top of my body, just right here, feels like it's just wanting to fall over, you know. So, and on top of that, I think I may have a urinary tract infection. I just got over a kidney stone. Jesus Christ. My body's not working with me. So anyway, we had to stop on the mill because the pulleys that I ordered, the pulleys and the belts, come to find out, he wasn't shipping them. However, I did order two different types. I ordered a 20 tooth and a 30 tooth, or 40 tooth, and then I ordered a 20 and a 30. So the 2030 was the one that I wanted to put on here. So that's the one that I got an email today saying that, because I reported him for not shipping my pulleys. And when I reported it, eBay sent me a message and said that they have done some investigation and found out that that guy's account was hijacked by somebody else. They're accepting the money, but they're not sending the parts. How the hell is that possible? So I ended up having to buy another set, but that might have worked in my favor because I will get a refund for it. But I actually found one that was closer to the teeth on the mill right now, what was original. It's only missing one tooth less than what's on this. This one's got a 20 tooth and a 37 tooth. I found a 20 and 36. So that ought to be pretty close to the same RPMs that I have on it originally. I don't know if using a belt changes that, and using a treadmill motor is going to change that. I know it's going to change a little bit, but I want to try to get the lowest to be as close as the original as possible. So we're waiting on parts. So I'm pretty much done with the mill until I get those parts, And now we're going to work on this and see if we can't make myself a brand new nice air compressor. I miss my old one. I miss it so bad. I wish I could find it and try to talk him into selling it back to me. But it's in Winchester, Virginia. And man, that thing was beautiful. And I don't even have any pictures of it. I had some, but one of my computers crashed and I lost it. So I don't even have a picture of it. That's how pretty it was. I took a picture of it. So it was painted with the same color paint that I painted my truck with base coat, clear coat. And man, that thing was beautiful. Turquoise green. 95 Ford teal green. Anyway, you guys have a good one. Later.